Good afternoon. I will be presenting a life orientation lesson with the theme Development of the Self in the Society. My lesson topic will be life roles, evolving nature and the inherent responsibilities inherent in a life role and how these roles change. My learner profile. I have grade 10 learners, predominantly middle class, and who are first language speakers of English. The purpose of my lesson is for learners to have knowledge of what a life role is and what life roles they fulfill. For my learners to have knowledge of their responsibilities within their life roles. And for my learners to be aware that the nature of their life roles are ever changing. I want my learners to have the skills to identify their current as well as future life roles. And I want my learners to have the skill to carry out their responsibilities within their life roles in order to be successful. My pertinent question is, do you consider yourself successful in your current life role? And what changes can you make to ensure success in your life roles? My introduction activity will consist of a classroom game. As the teacher, I will take a picture of the basic structure of a family which is most familiar to us and paste it in the middle of the board. On the opposite side of the board, I will paste a number of life roles. These may consist of breadwinner, father, mother, son, daughter, friend, school learner, employee or employer. Learners will then have the opportunity to paste these life roles at the family member which it suits best. This class activity will elect class discussion and will be the angle from which I pose my baseline questions to my learners. Then I have my teaching and learning activities. My first activity will also consist of a classroom game. It will be the dice rolling game. So firstly, I will be printing terms out of my word bank on pieces of paper along with a number from 1 to 6 according to the dice. These terms will be pasted randomly on the classroom tables. I will ask a learner to then roll the dice. The number on which it falls will then nominate the learner who has that number pasted on his or her table. The learner will be asked to then read the term or the definition out loud, and the rest of the class will then have to answer, either give the definition of the term or name the term of which the definition is given. This will be then assessed by peer observations. My second classroom activity will consist of a group activity. Learners will divide into groups of 2 to 3 learners, in which they will draw up a concept map. This map will include their own definition of what a life role is, what types of life roles you can get, and what actions are performed in order to make these life roles successful. My third class activity will be a case study in which changes of life roles will be given. Learners will be asked to answer a number of questions based on the case study, and this will be then assessed according to a memorandum. Then my SMART task. Firstly, my learners at the end of the lesson must be able to define the concept life role and identify their current life roles by designing a mind map in which each role is mapped out along with its responsibilities. This map will be assessed according to a checklist by the teacher. My learners will also be required to write a short essay in which they discuss the changes that has occurred or may in the future occur in their life roles. The essay will consist of an introduction, body, and conclusion. This essay will also include a definition of life role, a discussion of their current life roles, along with their responsibilities, and they will discuss how these responsibilities may change in their life roles. This essay will be assessed according to a rubric by the teacher. My language SMART task will be that my learners will be asked to give a short class presentation of which life roles they consider as their favorite life roles. Thank you.